mean, we do love a good clearance
but no,
sale
so
with
it's
the
like,
bankruptcy.
wait, I guess.
Again?
My thing is, what's really upsetting is we've got 3 Joannes in Delaware, and we've recently acquired 3 Hobby Lobbies, and I'm like, no,
get out.
And so now, if the Joannes are going down, we already lost AC Moore's, so the only thing we have left if Joanne goes is Michael's, and Michael's fabric is non-existent. So I'm like, don't you be doing this to me.
No, that is right. Fuck.
Nathan, you are mute?
Ah, damn it, I've been muted this whole time.
Oh no.
I just suggested chat weigh in on their preferred hobby and or crafting store of choice.
Yes.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat. Hi, guys.
Weirdly, if you're looking for like cotton fabrics, find a Walmart that still has a fabric section.
I would have to go out of state to do that.
Oh, well.
I do know exactly where one is. It's unfortunately out of state.
Too far.
I'm just letting the cast chat rather than introducing us, but you know what? I am going to introduce us because we are here for our rescheduled Haz-Mas event. So welcome, everyone. We are live from the apocalypse. We are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that raises money for aid organizations and good causes. And at the end of every year, we do our Haz-Mas event, which is our final fundraising push, which this year has spilled over from December into January and a little bit into February. And so today we are getting to bring you Twas the Night Before Cheesemas. And in a moment, I'm going to let JT introduce themselves and this wonderful cast. But before we do, as mentioned, what we do here with LFTA is fundraise year-round. And currently, we are raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. We ask that if you like what we do here, rather than subscribing or giving us bits or interacting with cryptocurrency in any way, shape, or form, instead you donate directly to medical aid for Palestinians, which you can either find where the subscribe button would usually be, which we have hidden and replaced it with the donate button. Or as I just did, you can type !donate and the link will pop up there, for instance, if you're on a mobile device. You can also use channel points and things like that to help or hinder our characters. We have good stuff, we have bad stuff. It is still technically the holiday season, as this is a Haz-Mas game, so we would invite you to decide if you want to be naughty or nice. The cast thought I was going to say to be nice, but you know, I had to throw that curveball. And so with that, and without any further ado, I'm going to turn this over to JT, and we're going to kick off some Cheesemas chaos.
Hello, I'm JT, as previously mentioned. I'm gonna let my cast start because I don't know what to say. I need a moment to think through the no sleep brain fog. So we're just gonna go table order from what I see in the overlay. We're gonna start with Julia, if you'd like to do introductions.
Oh my goodness, I get to start? Absolutely. Hi, I'm Julia. Tonight I'm going to be playing Horatio Seedfall. I'm just a little guy. I'm just my birth sign is Storm, and I am gray and barbled, and I am a kitchen forager and beekeeper here in our little mouse commune. I'm very excited to be here. I'm so happy to mouse.
Outstanding. That'll bring us over to Kit.
If I can figure out the unmute button, then we'll be cooking with gas. Hey guys, I'm Kit. They then if you'd be so kind, and today I will be Butter's Danger Crusette of the Kitchen Sink Crusettes. She's a little mouse pirate, or a pie rat, if you will. But we'll get to that. Her birth sign is Moon. So she's a little bit spooky, a little bit esoteric. She's got a very patchy little white cloak and a big old cocktail gourd. And those are the vibes.
Outstanding news. That's going to bring us from Kit to Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. Today I will be playing Sassafras Buckthorn, she, her. She is a little black band mouse, little prehensile tail. Usually can be wearing a little pinafore and a crossbow. She is the star sign. Her birth sign is star, so that's brave and reckless, which is great because she's a sap tapper and a sparrow rider. What could go wrong with that combination?
Excellent. That's going to bring us down from Steph to Kaitlin.
Hello, I am playing May, Tredee, Penny. I am your wonderful hostess, waitress with the mostest. I am a wall rover and former cage dweller. Penny's because I was adopted by my aunt and uncle who, go and help everybody across the world. They may be adventurers, but just happy to be here. Bless your whiskers. I'm so excited to get going and take care of everyone on this beautiful Cheesemas. She's got a little brindle coat and a little Prince Isle tail. So, running through the tables, resetting with the tail. Bless your whiskers. We're all wonderful.
And of course, last but not least, that's going to bring us over to Nathan.
Hello, I'm Nathan. Today, I will be playing Chicker Thistlewisp, she, her. She is both a hedge witch and trash collector, so therefore, obviously, trash witch. And she is, definitely someone who is very involved in ensuring that the community runs smoothly, even if she does so in kind of a in the shadows and potentially off-putting way. But we don't know kind of the vibe of this little rat colony. But she and I are both very excited to be here with you all today on this beautiful, beautiful Cheesemas.
And of course, I am JT. I will be playing everyone and everything else. But I think that is enough pleasantries for the moment. That's my dog Gizmo in the back. If you can hear him, he is a brat. Anyway, it was the night before Cheesemas, and all through the house, one creature was stirring. That creature, a mouse. A poor mouse guard met with a fright. The house cat Finch had stolen Cheesemas that night. Their big plate of cheese whisked away to upstairs. The guard alerted the colony, and you are all there. There is an elder mouse standing upon a stage. Big twisted stick cane in his little old paw, and long raggedy fur. He looks upon the five of you. Cheesemas has been stolen by the cat named Finch. The people upstairs have not seemed to notice. I would like to entrust the five of you with a task that would make you heroes. Find Finch and convince him to return the cheese to us. In exchange, you will have first choice at the slice.
Yeah, Justin, fucking grip it, baby.
That blasted
Slop
cat.
that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
What do we? Yep. All right, let's go. Come on.
Oh, just like that.
So when you say negotiate, does that mean using our words only or being creative?
Our agreement, our allyship with the people of this fair cottage are prohibiting in the results of a true excursion. Be creative if you must. Do not harm the cat. He knows not what he takes, but I'm sure if he knew, then he would be more than willing to return it to us.
Gotcha. No violence.
So we're talking like no visible harm.
Persuasion comes in
Please
many
do not
forms.
harm the cat at all.
Everyone deserves a second paw chance.
emotional harm then.
Nice
Yes,
pause, soft pause. No claws.
soft.
Hmm.
What was that,
Hmm.
Butters?
Hmm.
Were you saying something?
What? Hmm?
Oh, I thought you had advice.
I was simply saying that persuasion comes in many forms.
That's true.
We want to make sure all of our guests, big and small, have a happy, happy Cheesemas. And that includes our friend, who we have to invite back and explain why Cheesemas is the best miss.
It's true. Maybe they just don't
Smart.
understand the Cheesemas spirit, and it is our duty to pass upon them the Cheesemas spirit.
He's very big. Maybe he just thinks that was his slice.
It's true.
We shall see. Do we know where that is?
We do not,
Does
unfortunately.
the
We
cat
have
know
not.
where we are?
Finch.
We have not ventured far enough into the cottage to ascertain the cat's favored locations. However, there is a gang past the kitchen, somewhere in the den. A gang of beetles who hold a map to the upper stairs of the house where the cat is told to reside.
The beetles have a map.
Outlandish and outlaws though they may be, they are well explored in this house.
Beetles have a map. And she pulls out a little piece of a scrap of paper, scribbles something down, and stuffs it back. It all makes sense. We must ask the beetles for their cartography knowledge, if only just to map the house, but also to find the Finch.
And someone will
All right.
take care of our guests while we're off, making sure. So I'll make sure everybody's okay and we get back on time for Cheesemas.
The colony will be well staffed in your absence. All of your roles have been accounted for.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone know any of these beetles? Mostly, I chase them away from my trash. So, someone else maybe should be the one to talk to
I
them.
have yet to make contact with the beetles.
I'm in.
Bees, beetles. Not really
I-
the same.
I go
Bees is
adventuring
half
through.
a beetle.
I go adventuring through the walls, and sometimes I've talked to them because I like to talk to everyone.
There we have it. Our resident pie mouse.
All right.
Now, do be warned, the venture through the kitchen may be a bit unkempt. The humans. Well, I don't know if it's a water leak or if they're just not phenomenal at keeping water in the sink. But there are suds about.
Oh no.
Suds.
The Great Slippening. Not the Great Slippening. Not again.
Plus, there is the matter of getting the door open. We do not have a mouse hole, as it were, through that area yet. However, for some extra reward in cheese, if you would, while you're on your way through, mark some spots for mouse holes. That would be a great boon to the colony's expansion into the home.
Always, of course. All right, everyone, shall we? Every moment lost is a moment less of Cheesemas.
It's true.
That sounds so dire.
I've seen how that cat eats.
All right, lead on, pie mouse.
Me?
Why am I pie mouse?
Let's just go. Horatio's gonna start ambling with his
I'm just
little
sitting
kind
here,
of like
she's
middle.
May's very confused and trying to figure out why is she a pie mouse. It's like, did she culturally not understand? She knows she moved here recently, but not that recently. She's trying to figure out why she's a pie mouse. Am I piebald? No. You can hear her talking like very worried that she's not understanding something.
Just moving on down.
We venture out from the mouse hole into the one place that the mouse hole connects, which is the greater dining room kitchen area. This cottage is as cottagecore as you can get. There is plant life everywhere. There are shelves all the way up at the top cupboards with no doors on them that have a bunch of glass bottles with stuff in them. The kitchen countertop seems to have been carved from a log that had not been refined into any sort of board yet, stained, and then the sink is not metal but stone. They have truly just a very cozy vibe about, and it is no wonder the pirates spend their time here.
You just hear Penny whisper softly to herself that I knew Miss Bianca and Uncle Bernard promised greatness, but this is so much more than the cage. And she just looks in awe and so excited about it.
The dining
It's a
room
big
is big. It is not easily traversed by mice necessarily, but you do have someone native to the kitchen who might know a better way around. There is the matter of the big closed door all the way at the end of the room.
Yes. I think
Let's buy the
I
big
think
closed door.
as the kitchen forager, I'm gonna take us around the safe path, which is the little like shelf that's created by when you between the wall and the baseboard, that little like shelf from where it connects. That's the safe little mouse traversing highway through the kitchen. And it'll bring us all the way around to the door, but then yes, the door is the biggest problem. Does it appear that the people have latched it?
Yeah, is it a knobby door or like a levery door?
It is a levery door, a side handle instead of a knob. It is fully latched, but you cannot tell, I will say, from this side if it's locked or not.
Penny kind of looks up. I have a little hook. We climb up and hook it, and we all pull together. I think that might be enough weight, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. That
I
should.
like that plan. We just all use
Plus
our
all of our
strength
stuff?
together.
Did everyone bring all their stuff? I brought all my stuff.
course.
I hope so.
Of course.
Yeah, if we brought
Where
all
else
of our
did the
stuff.
go?
I don't know. Sometimes that's the thing. Humans put their stuff down. I don't like that. I don't like that the humans put their stuff down.
That's how things like
Unless
this
it's
happen.
a safe spot in the wall.
The wedding.
Very safe spot.
Yeah.
Yes, there is the matter of crossing the big kitchen floor puddle that does indeed seem to be emanating from the sink.
If someone can get me over, I can probably climb up with the little hook or get me close. And I'll try. I don't know about swimming. I lived on cedar chips for most of my life, and that looks wet.
Well, I can climb. I climb all the time outside for the sap, so I could find the rougher parts of the cabinets to put our little feet in.
Climbing's good. I'm good at climbing. It's the wet.
Yeah. Let's just. Is the wet blocking any climbable cabinets? Or...
On this side, please hold while I consult the rulebook for the most part.
And would forming some sort of like cheerleader style mouse pyramid be of any use in scaling this?
A mouse pyramid. She writes something else down. I
appreciate the sentiment of a mouse pyramid. I do think the cabinets are a little bit too tall.
But if we throw,
Yeah, what if we
mouse basket toss?
And yeah, mouse basket and
height.
throw.
Can we throw high enough?
I'll
go
tell
over
you
the puddle?
On this side, there are cabinets rough enough to climb. If your friends are going to cheerleader toss you, I'll go ahead and say we can do a skill save, which in this game is a D20 roll under dexterity. Whatever your dex number is, you want to roll under that. But you can do it with
Am I being
advantage. So you're
thrown?
gonna whoever is being thrown.
I can, or you can. Whoever thinks you can make it.
I think I can make it. Throw me.
Okay. Before you get thrown, I hand you over my little it's like a fishing hook but with a couple extra prongs
Ooh.
and it's gonna be a strong line, so that's what you're gonna need to hook. So I hand it over to you.
Oh, thank you.
I say, be careful, I only have
Fancier
two.
than my fishing hook. That's okay. I have one too. I can use both. I'm gonna do that.
2 points.
Okay.
2 points.
2 points.
Um,
So a
you're
d20
gonna
with
roll-
edge.
Yep. So you're gonna roll 2d20 and take the lowest. If the lowest number is under your dexterity number, then you will succeed.
Oh, under.
Okay, so it has to be lower than your dex to succeed.
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh.
So
Cool.
roll under system.
Okay. The first one was an 8. And the other one was a 7. And my dex is 11.
Outstanding. Oh. Yeah, no problem. You get tossed up with the hook. You manage to use it to cling on better than you would have with just your paws, and you hoist yourself up onto the wooden countertop. You can see that this ink, the reason that it's so wet now that you're up here, you can see that this ink was left running.
Oh no, we should turn that off once everyone gets up here. I'm not strong enough to do that myself. Is there
I believe the fishing
twine?
hook did have line attached.
Oh,
Is
it
that correct?
did. I will
it's
secure
basically-
Penny's fishing hook.
It's basically a little grappling hook.
I will
Mouse
secure
sling
Penny's
hook.
fishing hook so the others can climb up and just be like, should be good.
Yep. And with the rope, and given that you are mice, I will say that that is not a challenging task at all. You all managed to scurry up onto the counter, where you are met with the same image: running sink, full, absolutely full to the brim basin, spilling over slowly onto the floor.
Silly humans, the sink is not for water.
Just Penny
Sink
runs
is
over
for dishes and
immediately.
old food.
We should turn that off.
Sweet.
Are the knobs like the lever knobs or are they the round knobs?
It's a round knob with a flange off it for grip. So
So
Okay.
like in those like old timey shots on like pirate ships where they like go overhead and there's like 4 guys turning one like thing in a circle that I don't know what
the anchor.
Yeah, I don't know what it. Yeah,
It's to,
Just one
it's
of
to raise
those.
the anchor. They hook it up to the chain, and you have to get 4 guys to do it because pulling an
gotta
anchor
be
through
full.
an ocean is
yeah.
a nightmare.
I imagine
why they use them.
that's the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If everyone would like to give me strength saves, which is the way that you do checks here, if all 5 of you are helping, it's I'm looking for a majority here. I would say.
Mm.
Okay.
Sure will, which is bad.
They failed.
So
Yeah,
Butters
same.
the pirate does not do well in damp. So that's a
Okay, great. So
that's
raise
a
your hand
nah.
if you succeeded.
Oh no! Fuck!
Old man Horatio of
Mhm.
the kitchen.
I forgot it's another
The
system.
only one is
yeah,
the
I
kitchen
got-
mouse.
Good work. This
My
before.
strength is
I'm
8 and I
like,
rolled
come
a
on, guys.
16.
18. I did
Yes.
strength.
And just face plants onto the counter.
I'm so
Actually,
worried
yeah,
about
hold on.
Sassafras. I got
Four-
entirely distracted and had
4
to
of
make
you
sure you were
failed.
okay. Like, just immediately.
I want to roll
Aw.
some dice, so I'm gonna roll
Just-
some dice.
I'm
Where's my
okay.
D4?
This is not the first time I've fallen, and this is quite a shorter fall than other falls I've
Okay.
had.
I'm assigning the
Still
4
a
people who
fall.
failed the
Hold your
number 1 through
paws.
4,
1 through 4?
based on VDO order to me.
Uh-oh. This is fine.
Oh no.
So you guys watch the faucet does not budge, but God damn it, what's your name?
Wow.
Butter. Sorry.
Oh, of course.
I'm so
course.
tired, gamers. Butter, your grip slips and you sort of tumble backwards into the water.
I immediately try to throw my little line and, like, make a little, like, lower it down so you can swim over and climb up.
There's a solid like half a minute where Butters is far more concerned with pulling scraps of paper out of her pocket and handing them to you to keep them from getting wet.
Okay, but I'll take
Aside from
Butters, grab the
does
rope.
not realize
Grab
you're
the
trying to
rope.
rescue her.
I just, like, double fishing, like, come on, come on, come on.
I'm imagining that, like, as you hit the water, there's just this like big bloom where just like all these papers just like explode from your person and your
She's
your
just
bag.
scrounging, trying to keep them from soaking up dirty kitchen water.
As Chicory is unconcerned about actually helping you, it's like, oh yeah, they got that going on. And she is using, she has a very large hook that she just takes with her at all times for better fetching trash. Her trash hook, as they say in the rules of this game, and is just like using it to like fish out papers, just like, come on, we'll get you out. Let's go. Come on.
Chicory, I'm going. Or sorry, not Chicory, Butter. I'm going to ask you a very important question now.
Yeah.
Are you more concerned with the papers than surviving right now? Honest answer.
I think more concerned with the papers, but if Chicory's got it, then I think she'll sort of like give in and do that. But like up until that point, far more concerned with the papers.
Chicory, if you would like to make a roll to determine your friend's fate here a little bit, I would like you to make a dexterity save to hook in all these papers and save them from the great wetting.
And here's where my, real rules lawyering nature comes out, because technically, am I not fishing for the material equivalent, if not emotional equivalent, of garbage? Where it's like just loose papers being, just kind of like scooped out by my hook. Shouldn't I be like pretty, maybe advantageously proficient at doing this activity?
It depends.
You are right.
It's trash, or it means a lot to butter.
One man's life's work is another man's trash. That is true.
I was going to say Chicory has a very low or high bar for what is garbage and what is not. Very little is like actually useless. Does or does not want this anymore. Great. Then therefore it is trash. And
you make a compelling argument. Please roll with advantage by all means.
I rolled a 2 and a 3, which is much less than my dexterity or whatever. So again, exceptionally adaptive activity.
So what would have been a flat roll with May's help is now a roll at advantage, Butter, to grab onto the hook and make your way out.
Excellent.
You just hear like May is standing on the top trying to get someone else to grab her around the waist, make sure we're anchored, just muttering all the phrases like, oh goodness, oh toes and nose, oh please, 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 come on, whisker, oh no, focus here, no, oh my goodness. Like she is just so stressed about this.
Thankfully those are both under, so work is not for naught.
You scurry out entirely unharmed by the soap and suds.
You stay unharmed.
Soaked. Absolutely soaked.
Is there a paper towel or something around that I can tear a little corner off and like start to pat her off and be, oh no?
I'll say that you guys are on the dish rack side of things. The surface that you're standing on is absorbent. So if Butter were to sort of roll around on it a little bit.
And she does. She does a little dog like shake off and then just sort of drops and like she's, as one would put out a fire, is putting out the wet.
Roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's wetter than a mad sparrow. Oh no. Oh please, more. Oh here.
The whole time this is going on, Horatio hasn't noticed. I'm still trying to push.
Horatio, go ahead and give me another. We'll call this a will save. This is purely strength of will at this point, I think.
Oh no, my will is much lower than my strength, and I've gotta. Nope, that's a 16.
Which is good.
Bad. You feel like you're making headway. You're not.
I'm just... Yeah.
Doing his best.
Doing his best. All considered. I will say, May and Chicory in the chaos would notice that there is like a drain plug at the bottom of the sink that could also be a solution to fixing the flood problem.
Are you good at fishing, haven't practiced down so much. I'm better at up, not down. But then go with that, like with a lever. What's your name?
Me?
Because if we go over the faucet and then you go downstream
Uh-huh.
and you kind of, crane it and hook it, and we can
Yeah.
pull over the faucet.
Yeah. You have something to tie on to me with, because I have a feeling when I open it, all the water's gonna go down, and I might go down with it.
No. You
Right?
stay safe on the. You stay safe on the faucet. You stick the string straight on the little
Oh, I
hook.
see. I thought you wanted me to swim to it.
God, no. No. We just got somebody out of the water. No more water. Water bad.
Yeah, water. Okay. Yeah, that's
No
a
more
lot
water,
more water.
please.
A lot of water.
No more water. Yeah, I can try.
Ooh. And then I look around like, Horatio, you're strong. Can you like add a little line to make sure no more water? Horatio, where are you?
Hmm?
Oh, sweet. Oh,
What?
we have a new place. You're strong. Can you make sure that if we tie a nice line around you so we can fish you out just in case? Because no more. Yeah,
Sassafras will
Horatio,
wrap
you
her
hold this.
little prehensile tail around part of the faucet to help secure her.
What are we kids doing?
You hold
I am
the
fishing the
line that
plug
we're gonna.
out of the sink.
Yeah, and we're gonna tie a little safety line to Sassafras because no one needs to go in the water anymore.
And you want me to hold the line?
So then we can pull the drain and all the water go down, and the hook fixed.
You kids sure are something. Yeah, I'll hold the line.
Hey.
Okay, great. So
I'm saying very encouraging things in the background.
Sassafras will just do a little little kind of almost a lasso technique, and then the hook
Horatio
down.
comes over here, takes the line, and at this point looks down at Butters and is like, "Why are you wet?"
Butters just has the most vacant stare, I think, at this point.
No.
Butters has seen some things.
And Chicory, are you helping with your hook at all?
I was debating on I think I guess probably after all the things got collected and just kind of like plopped next to excuse me, Danger, and
Is my middle name.
and just like sees what everyone's doing and then just like shrugs and then takes her hook and then just puts it around the waist of whoever's like last in this like chain of mice yanking on each other as an extra anchor. Not commenting on you as trash, of course, but
All right, excellent. So
Not
the person
trash
doing,
treasure in this case.
the person doing the primary pulling, I believe in this case is sorry, names. Sassafras, am I correct?
Sassafras is on the sink with the plug. With the
Yeah,
ring
pulling the plug, but that's
Horatius are
their
safe.
string.
I'm
Right,
distracted.
yeah, Horatio's the pulling force in the event that Sassafras falls.
Yeah, but Sassafras is the one pulling the plug itself.
Yep. And I will say, because you are getting the aid from Chicory as well, you can make this with advantage. Just a raw strength. It's purely a check against pressure.
So just with advantage, you said?
Yep.
I made the great lever. Like levers.
The great lever. Oh, thank God. The second one was a 3. My strength is 8.
What was the first one?
That was an 11.
There is a lot of force that does not want you to pull this plug out. It is a sink full of water, but you somehow managed to. It comes undone with a very satisfying yank as the water sort of begins to swirl down, and you see the sink while running is now draining out into the proper pipeworks, and the floor is sort of a lot less flooded as the water runs off into various nooks and crannies of the home.
We created mold.
That'll be delicious in a couple of weeks, couple of months. Ooh, delicious.
She's so smart. He's so smart.
Okay. The great wetning has been defeated, at least in the sink. It's on the floor, but now there is no
Floor is
giant
for water.
wetning.
The floor is
To the-
okay for
to the
water.
door
The sink is
lever.
not meant for water.
Yes,
To
but
the
those
door
of you
lever.
guys successfully make your way back down, cross the floor in the kitchen, over to the big obstacle, the door.
This is the one where we gotta lasso it and then like
And then swing
Wait.
down.
yeah,
Oh,
like we all hold on to each other, but like a nice rat king, not a bad rat king. Nobody's tails touch anybody else's tails.
Very pointedly, the tails are away.
The tails
No.
cannot
Well,
touch.
Everyone's tails to themselves.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there would be a cabinet nearby for you guys to sort of get a vantage point here. I will say, since you've done the maneuver before, you can ascend this cabinet with no real issue. The question is the lassoing. Who is tying the lasso? Who is throwing the lasso?
My dex isn't the best, but I'd argue as a wall climber, I am very, very experienced at this. Like lasso hook a thing so we can do a thing. This is my jam. I'm just
Absolutely.
surprised my dex is low.
I will give you advantage for that.
I will take the first shot, but I will give it away entirely if I suck at it.
I think as they're setting up, Butters is off to the side drawing on the wall because we were told to mark for mouse holes, and I don't want to deal with door again.
It's very, very wide.
She's over there, tail dipped in a little thing of ink, just drawing on the walls.
That would be a 3, which I squeak under with.
Woo!
In the most intentional way possible, it's a hook, line, and sinker.
Hey!
Ah!
Now,
Oh,
we
the
didn't get
great
to-
mouse has missed us.
we've only done this once. This isn't just going to be a will save, because I imagine you can all hold on to each other. That's not a consequenceless action. The matter of the fact is maintaining that while you swing down. That's scary. I would be afraid.
Dropping is not fun.
Dropping
this
is
makes
not
perfect
fun.
sense to me, though. This is what you do,
Swinging
and
is
I'm
very
like all
fun.
confused.
Yep.
I'm all confused. I'm like, but you just use your tail to wrap around like a little. And I'm so confused why only one of you can use your tails to do this, right? Like that. See, like that. Because we both have prehensile tails. Like you just wrap around and you just tie it up and then you got it.
Yes, but you've never fallen off of a counter. That's why my hip is so bad.
So you saw it? Okay.
It's so will save
Yep,
then.
group will save. I'm
Right, you
looking
said?
again for a majority success rate.
Can I argue advantage because danger is literally my middle name? So maybe
Yes,
I'm not
yeah.
afraid.
Yeah, sure.
Can I also take it for literally this be what I do?
Yeah, absolutely. Wall climber would be able to justify this easy.
So I didn't
Gotta-
need to argue with you because that was a 3 and a 1.
Woo!
I don't know
I
if
should've-
ones get you extra special things in this game, but I failed real good.
I don't think there are crits. There should be crits, but I can't possibly imagine what extra thing you could get out of opening a door.
Can I catch someone if they fall?
Raise your hand if you succeeded.
My tail's still wet. I'm blaming that.
Oh no, danger!
Okay,
And
yeah.
poop.
We,
Danger, no!
And potentially
Living up to the
soapy.
name.
With-
And
might be
soapy, thank
soapy.
you. We have not even considered the soap factor.
You're the
With-
slippening!
I'm all toned up, y'all.
Can
That was
I
a
use
12 and a
cheese?
20. I had no chance.
with
Did I
the one
use
on the
the
table,
effort to,
May,
like-
you managed to sort of claw grip onto Butter as the swing goes down. Butter, you are saved from a plummet.
There's a grab, and then Butters remembers, oh no, soft pause, and then they soft pause, and then they slip. They're like, wait, no, shit.
Soft pause for
Uh,
cat!
Soft pause for cat. Hard pause for friends.
Cat, not rope.
You guys swing down. There is a click as you hit your, not your peak, but your, what's it called in physics? There's a
Press?
not crest. You're not
No.
cresting over something. It's
Oh.
I don't remember. Someone will tell me eventually, or I'll remember. But you hit the
I only
you hit the very
pretend to know
bottom.
physics.
I understand the
trough?
theory. The math is not so much. There's a click as you hit the bottom of your swing, and the door sort of just swings open with you, and you guys manage. Actually, wait, no. How are you getting down? Come
Shimmy.
on, I want to hear it.
Go straight down the rope.
I'm
Rappel.
imagining the cartoon physics is we get, we swing down. It's the door latch goes like that, and then we kind of swing back and forth, and then just each swing we're getting lower and lower each time until we like our little paws hit the
Okay.
ground. I don't think that actually works in like a lot of very literal physical ways, but cartoon fun mice escapades way I think is
Yeah.
extremely
Just a
in
little
genre.
Absolutely. You guys land safely.
Can I like jiggle to get the hook unleashed and take it back, please?
Oh, yeah, it slips off easy enough.
The great mouse blessed us. We have done it. Good job, team. Oh,
That was fun.
be proud of your whiskers.
To the bugs.
Ah, yes, the bugs, the beetles,
You
The
guys,
living room.
the
you
little
guys
bees.
enter a room with wicker furniture, a coffee table made of like oak or something. I don't know if any of you are particularly nature-proof mice, but yeah. So you would know this is like an oak.
Ooh.
At the current moment, it is not horrendously evident where the gang of outlaw beetles may be presiding, but you would guess the most promising place would be the darkest place, which is under the wicker couch.
Slinking forth.
We
Yeah.
sneak. Nose a twitch.
You guys,
Little pitter patter of little mousy feet.
you guys sneak forth. You slink under the couch. In your little mousy way, you disappear. It's dusty under here. To the effect of being able to see little rabbit-shaped fluffs of dust sort of meandering about.
Heard of these things. My mother once spoke of them.
The
Doost bunnies.
So soft.
yes, they seem mostly docile. They're just kind of hanging out, nibbling on some chaff from whatever's settled on under the couch. Um, one of you finds like a little corn kernel down here.
A treat.
Can we feed a doost bunny with the kernel we found? How do they feel about that?
Go ahead and roll me a will save.
That's a 1.
Yay!
Which is
Takes
good.
it happily and sidles up right next to you.
Friggin' love it.
Deuced.
You have a deuced bunny companion who will be aiding you on your journey now. As you guys move through the couch, big wide surface, you hear not a bang, but like a snap, and you see a flash come from a little hole in the wall back against the couch, and then you see I'll say you see an ant stumble out of what you can barely make out are saloon doors.
Oh no.
As you hear someone from inside shout, "Get out of here now, you hear?" And the ant sort of scurries off. Imagine that's where you need to be. Big rough and tumble wall saloon like this.
That was a really weird way to treat customers. I don't get it.
Sometimes customers aren't polite. We only have good customers in the mouse colony. we all have done our time in customer service, and we appreciate and love one another.
It's like a mandatory military service in other countries. Is that
That's why
you
I
are
work
in the mouse
outside.
colony
Mandatory customer service.
Mandatory customer service.
obliged to be
As
in
is right
customer
to it.
service.
I'll say it.
But
Yeah,
other
and we are the better
We
for
are.
it.
it has done wonders for our community. But other species have not implemented such a tactic, and so their customer service and their behavior as customers sometimes leaves a lot to be desired.
But why wouldn't you want to be nice to everyone? We're eating food together. That's like the best thing.
Oh, I don't know how much eating is going on in here. I think it's just a
We can drink
liquid
together
diet.
and have fun.
Like milk? She like pulls out the little bottle of milk she has, like that. Gets randomly
No.
identified for
Find out.
reasons.
Where did you get that?
No, have you ever
No, I
have you
think it's
ever
this-
eaten a peach that's been sitting out in the sun for like 3 days?
Yeah. I don't
And then
remember
you-
much of what
there
happened
was-
after, though.
Yes, you
I just was
usually
told
don't.
not to do that again.
There was a time that my old keepers put fruit in the bowl and it smelled really weird, and they told me not to eat that, so I didn't.
Uh-huh.
You are missing out.
You know
Old
what? Let's
fruit
go.
gives you the blackouts.
Anyway. The best ones.
She's now
Anyway,
contemplating and very confused again.
The old fruit gives the
Gives you
blackout.
the blackouts.
Told me not to eat it.
we,
Butters
We
takes
start
out a
walking- we
soggy
start
piece of
walking it.
paper and writes something down.
we start walking in through the doors.
Fruit.
Yeah, you walk in. Just a very classic Western saloon in here. There are beetles with little cowboy hats and cap guns on their waist. They're playing cards in one area. There's a bartender. In another area, they've requisitioned some form of meat, but it has been cut down so small and cooked in such a way that you cannot, for the life of you, make out what it is. And then, of course, there is just a trough of liquid old fruit that the beetles go to drink out of. As you approached the doors, there was a lot of loud, raucous noise. Once all of you enter, silence. All of the beetles have turned to look at you, and the one behind the bar sort of cocks his little beetle head and goes, "Fancy seeing you lot round here. Thought you stuck to the kitchen."
My friend.
I think Butters sidles up, just sort of that wide stance cowboy walk that she's seen these beetles do, but mouse anatomy is not really set up for it. Sort of up to the bar. Who do we need to talk to about a map? A cat map.
There is a low murmur throughout the bar. Who's asking about a map?
Butters.
And all of us. A group effort.
That's danger to you.
Danger.
Well, Danger. If it's a map you're looking for, perhaps we can play a little game.
What sort of game sparks your map making fancy?
5
Am
of
I-
you.
And by little, do you mean diminutive or do you mean timeline? Because we're small.
But also sort of on a time crunch. So
I
like
mean,
both.
metaphorically.
I don't know what that means.
That's technically neither of the options. But look, we don't have a choice.
Rhino.
We have to play their little bug games.
Rhino.
Don't tell them.
It's Cheesemas.
Rhino Beetle Rodeo.
God damn it, you're on.
May has gotten distracted. She's maybe bussing tables quietly. She can't
In
help
her
it.
natural habitat.
It's dirty. I don't understand. Like I'm just like politely like moving stuff along. Like
A
I'm
beetle,
watching.
in a
So
barmaid's dress takes the like full tray from you. Thank you.
and then she goes back to get some more. Like just looking for a rag so she can like polish while watching. So dirty.
And the stealth
The
angle, I see.
the bartender nods as you accept their challenge. Pulls out a small like cone folded out of a piece of paper and says to the bar, "We got a rodeo, boy." The bar erupts in cheers. Everybody rushes out the back, and you are led through the back into the front yard, where there is a little patch of dead grass and like stick fence set up. And you can see there's a little pen off the side of that fence with a big rhino beetle in it. The
This-
game.
Point of order, they're also beetles?
Yeah, I was gonna say, this feels really like a Goofy and a Pluto situation.
It's a Goofy and a Pluto situation.
No, it's just that these beetles like to be ridden. Nothing weird
They
about
consented.
that.
It's fine.
It's all
It's just a
consensual.
cultural difference, and that's fine.
They're into
and
it, and it's
normal
only
here.
weird if you make it weird.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
the
I'll
weird
take it back. I'll
ones.
take it back. I'm sorry. I don't understand beetle culture.
Yeah, it's a valuable question, and part of it is we're here to learn about everyone in the house and not just our own very service industry oriented culture.
Now, there is the question of our payment if you lose. What are you willing to wager for this map?
I've got a jar of honey and a net. You want
All
a
right.
net?
And from the rest of you?
30 minutes of free scavenge time in my trash pile.
I'm sure we could find some old fruit in there, all right?
Really want to clean your bar, so I'll do that anyway. But that's what I'm wagering because it's really, really needs a deep clean real quick.
All right. We're not
I
paying
win
you
or
for
lose.
it.
I'm good. That's fine. Yeah. By the way,
Okay.
coasters. Coasters.
Gonna gentrify their dive bar with coasters?
No, I'm gonna just make it so that they don't have to clean as much because then they got a coaster. And it
Miss
doesn't slide around
Danger.
anymore. It just puts there. They're practical.
Well, if you're wagering information, I suppose it's only fair that we do the same. I will offer up, she will slide across whatever sort of table situation is happening, one of those scraps of paper, a map of the cold room. And it is labeled drawers of a refrigerator.
All right.
The fruit is not old yet, but it can be with time.
It would appear you have yourselves a deal. The game is easy. Last for 30 seconds in the pen with the beetle. Now be warned, this beetle is an absolute beast. It will try to kill you. But all's fair in map war, isn't it?
I guess
So we're not riding the beetle? We're fighting the beetle?
we have greatly misinterpreted the situation that we've agreed to do.
I've watched like a lot of TV over the shoulders of the humans, and I don't think this is how rodeos go there. But again, different cultures. I guess we should have asked.
We made an assumption, and that's on us.
Yep, that's on us. This is their culture. Again, that's
This
our
makes
fault.
more sense, though, if this is an MMA situation. It's much less of a Goofy Pluto situation.
I am sort of doing the sort of
Mm,
mental
mhm.
math in my brain, thinking about just general mouse size versus general beetle size. And this does make more sense, just sort of logistics wise.
Kaitlin?
Is there like a beetle pen somewhere nearby? Like, are they
Yeah,
speaking,
right off of
or is this like an
the
angry bull situation where it doesn't talk to us, or is this like they just real big grumpy?
Can we talk down the beetle? Is that what's happening?
so
I
the
have a make friends speak
situation
with others. That's why I'm like,
so the situation is this: it is an angry bull situation. There are a bunch of the standing talking beetles over there poking it to get it riled up for the match.
Can I sneak over and see if I can talk to it? Or all preoccupied and they're still
Yeah,
negotiating?
absolutely. You have a spell tablet for that, correct?
Yes, I do.
Let me double check spells here.
I had to pull it down. It is
Okay, yep. So they
Be
have 3
Understood.
uses.
Yep. Mark off one. Yes. So I would like to use that against the beetle while everyone else is still negotiating and going, oh shit, what do? I think it's an automatic and I just throw the die and that's how many I get.
Yeah, so it says make your meaning clear to dice creatures of another species for dice turns.
Is it
The
6?
spell system here is
Sorry.
upsettingly vague. Cast a spell when your mouse casts a spell on the power. Decide on the power to cast it with up to the number of usage dots remaining on the spell. Well, d6, a number of d6 is equal to the power of the spell. So how many pips are you casting it for?
Just one die.
Okay, so
Just
you
the
only
one
need
that,
to roll.
yeah.
Varies on the number of dice invested and the sum of the rolled dice. So I believe this is just you spend 1 pip and you can make yourself understood to one creature for a turn. Cool. What do you say to the beetle?
I just kind of crouch down and I look. I go, hi, friend. I need to explain Cheesemas. It's really, really important, and we're trying really hard to make a lot of people happy. And I know it doesn't mean much to you, but if you could please let my friend just stand there for about, 30 seconds and knock it real hard. I've been promised one big piece of cheese for getting back safe. I will share it with you, but just because it's Cheesemas and we should share. And I promise it's really good and worth it. So please don't maul Danger. No matter what Danger says, don't worry, you can't really understand him anyways. And just, you can chase him a little. But promise, because it's Cheesemas and this is really, really important to us.
Go
And she's
ahead
doing
and
absolutely this face right now, like does not understand beetle talk, so this is the best she got. Maybe she's got antenna to come on. She's doing yes, I've got the antenna to translate with the ears.
go ahead and give me a. We'll do a will save in place of this charisma sort of persuasion. I'll say advantage because of be understood.
What happens when you meet it?
Meets it beats it.
Hey,
I will always maintain that rule.
12. So met it
Okay.
exactly.
I will say you will not know the result of this until Danger is in the ring with the beetle.
I like just doing the little please and thank you.
Just give a heavy pat on the back of Danger, who's still a little bit wet, so it's kind of like the
Squish.
sopping noise. And I'm just like, you got it, kid. You're young. You're fast.
Just like it's Cheesemas, man. It's Cheesemas.
I am one of those things. Which one? I will leave a mystery. I think mostly Danger is showboating at this point, does not know what May is up to, but trusts that it's probably good. And will pull out a neon pink, one of those clear plastic cocktail swords, and just starts waving it, making a big show of it, trying to like hype up the crowd, I guess, to distract from what May is doing.
Grab
Because I don't know if tampering is against the rules. I don't know beetle culture.
Gonna grab two pawfuls of dried grass and hold them up like pom-poms. Just be like,
Take one of my soggy pieces of paper, put it on the end of the sword and wave it around like a flag. Like they do with the matador situations. I don't have a cape. I'm not that cool.
we're only kind of guessing.
Okay.
We've seen similar things, but never exactly beetle culture.
Danger, you enter the ring. This beetle, the rhino beetle, walks in as well.
It's waving as it goes out. You.
I need Danger to make a will roll on account of fear and or understanding of the danger of the situation.
Those are two very different arguments. I would
I was
say.
gonna say, I would say Danger maybe has no fear and
yes,
no
correct.
understanding. So
That's fine.
I don't know, not to play anyone's else character for
you're
them, just positing.
exactly correct. Fear, none, which is probably good. Understanding, perhaps also none.
Perhaps negative
perhaps
one for one of those,
Well,
for at least one or
hold
both
on.
of those.
Hey now, careful.
Very brave.
We could do for like an intuition understanding of the situation, unless you want to yield that roll to a failure.
I don't know about yielding it. I'm more so arguing, do I get the advantage for not being afraid if I am also kind of an idiot?
Oh.
If my bravery is misplaced, is it invalid?
I would like bonus for being a moron.
I would like a bonus for not knowing
I will
is
say
even
this.
happening.
The will roll is to determine if Danger can suss out that the beetle does not actually intend to harm you anymore.
Don't hurt my friend. We're
I'm
best friends
gonna be
now.
real. That's probably breaking even. She's in the zone.
Okay, then this beetle enters the ring. What do you do?
I don't want to hurt the beetle because I've never hurt a beetle. I don't know what that entails. I don't think I've ever gone toe to toe with a beetle. So I think just doing the matador thing of like waving a thing at it and then running out of the way.
Okay, yeah.
Sort of the approach.
To Danger's unawareness, the beetle does play along to the cape thing and does like charge and hit the fence. 30 seconds pass of you doing this gimmick like 15 times.
Does the crowd like this?
The crowd
are they having a nice
upset.
time, or are they just like, wait a second?
Aw.
Yeah.
Versus May just looks so
bummer.
happy in the background.
I
In fact, I'm gonna
Horatio's
say
continuing there.
Bartender Beetle is gonna make just a quick roll here.
Oh no.
And I did.
I thought this was a theatrics-based community. I didn't know you actually wanted blood.
They shot an ant and kicked them out of their bar. What do you mean?
We thought this was WWE rules.
Yeah. Also,
We thought
May
this
has
was vibes-based combat, not like combat-based combat.
Yeah, whatever it means. May also has zero understanding this was cheating or bad. She literally was just like, "Oh, we're trying to do something. I should ask someone for help." Like straight up, this made sense. You're a free will creature. I should just ask.
Cool. So
May living by, use
there
your
was
words.
zero. There was zero stealth, but there was also zero malice. Just flat.
Chicory, on a D4 roll, you hear a small click behind you. The bartender beetle has pulled a pop gun out. Y'all think you can hustle us?
Huh?
What's hustling?
You think you can talk our rhino beetle down so you don't have to actually try in your game? That's fine.
Did try.
You don't think I'm trying?
He tried.
Soggy, bubbles, breathing heavy.
The other four beetles outside watching the event also pull their guns out and level them, as we're going to do a little combat here.
That's fun.
Danger just turns
May
to the
is
beetle.
so
I need you to
confused.
be so chill right now. Throws the cape off of the sword and just turns back to the beetle. Sword to the other beetles.
But yeah, the rhino beetle goes back in the pen.
Oh, okay.
May just
I thought he was
reaches
gonna
in.
fight
Thank
with
you,
us.
friend. I promise I'll
Free the
send
beetle.
you cheese. I still
Cool.
have
So the way that combat works in this game, scroll. You guys are going to make a dex save in an attempt to act your opponent here, the Beatles. Actions can be anything from negotiating, attacking, fleeing, or performing a risky gambit, like tripping or disarming an opponent. Attacks, if you attack, always hit. You just roll the damage die on whatever weapon you happen to be carrying. And then the damage that you deal is dealt to the creature's hit protection, and then once that HP is deleted, it's dealt to strength. And when strength is done, they are incapacitated. Good.
Okay, you said it's dex to establish, I guess, initiative.
To establish who, if your group goes first.
Okay, so like our individual.
Yeah. If one of you can get the jump, then all of you get to go before.
Ooh. Well, I definitely didn't. I would say I got maybe the least amount of jump, second to least amount of jump possible.
Okay. It does look like your group does get the generalized jump, so you can move and act first. In any order that you want, just leap out. Everybody gets a turn, and then the beetles will get a turn. There are 5 beetles.
I failed hard, so I'll wait. I didn't fail as hard as you, but I was just about there.
Yeah.
I think what Horatio is gonna do is go, I'm gonna throw my net. I'm gonna throw my net over the closest beetle.
Absolutely. I'm going to call that a dex save for an attempt on that. It's not attack, but it will take a beetle out of the fight temporarily.
Once that happens, I'm gonna go like, so I throw the net and I go, and then I start hustling back towards the bar because I'm just gonna go grab the map while they're all outside.
All
I'm
right.
like, fuck this.
Yeah, you watch a beetle get tossed down by a net, and then you watch Horatio fucking book it.
Go. I'm gonna rob them.
So since we're outside, do I have access to my sparrow as a sparrow rider?
Of course.
Can
Where else would you have access to him?
Exactly. Can I whistle down my sparrow and do I want no, I will hop on so I can get some aerial advantage over these beetles.
Yeah, absolutely. You hop on the sparrow takes off, and you begin circling the beetle combat.
Yeah. I mean, that's my action for my turn, is hopping on my sparrow. Yep. Okay, I'm readying my crossbow.
Calling the sparrow down was the action. I'll say getting on the sparrow is part of the movement.
Fair.
I cannot hear you, Kit.
Oh, Kit, you've gone out.
Oh no. Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. I think Butters is seeking to disorient. So with the little, if you will, so with the little cocktail sword, sort of does a little spinny maneuver, trying to chop up the grass around them and make a little cloud of making it difficult for the beetles to know what's going on.
A cloud of hay does.
Yeah, and to maybe cover that Horatio has dipped. I don't know what he's doing, but I trust it.
Absolutely. They're going to make a general will check against that. They're going to fail,
How much
so they
damage
are
grass do,
even more disoriented. None. It's
That's
grass.
okay. That's okay.
Maybe the most harmless plant.
Do beetles have allergies? Who knows?
So May is fully confused why everybody's upset right now, but she's worried about her new beetle friend. So she's actually gonna. She has a little cocktail umbrella that's kind of her shield. So she's gonna hop in next to the beetle bull that she made friends with because she's worried about it, and throw the little shield in the front, and just look over to him and go, "I am so sorry. I thought that was fine. I don't understand what's going on, but are you happy here? Do you want to stay here? I don't want to get you in trouble."
Do you
While
want
the shield just like hiding behind, just like, what? Like fully not getting this beetle is way scarier and tougher and actually does not need to defend itself. Like, does not get it.
Would you
Go ahead
like
and
to
make
form an
me-
alliance
Go
with
ahead and make me a will save.
Hey, that's a 7 against my will.
The beetle, I say, will take a reaction. Reactions aren't a thing in this game, but it's interesting to me. The beetle sort of hooks a horn under you and picks you up onto its back.
Oh. She's just very confused.
rodeo?
On its
Now
its
this
turn,
is a rodeo.
will charge.
Oh no!
I
She
believe
just
that
has a little
leaves-
cocktail umbrella out front,
That's what
like
I wanted.
like a little shield. Like, because that's what she was
We're
doing. So
now.
it's fully poofed.
I didn't say we were doing good jousting.
I believe that leaves Chicory.
I'm imagining Chicory was very distracted by all of this because she was there's like another trough of weird old fruit liquor, fermented fruit that she was just stirring with her trash hook, just like seeing what was up with it. You know, like not trying it, but also pretty interested in kind of the machinations. As soon as it was clear about 5 seconds in, where it's like, oh no, this fight is whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna mess with this thing. And she looks at the pop gun that has been kind of leveled at her, and she just like takes her trash hook out of the mash, and then just in one fluid motion just goes to absolutely wail on someone that is right next to her. Just like no hesitation, no words,
Just a
nothing.
full-blown attack.
Just like
Go ahead
I
and roll your
am.
damage die.
Poison damage?
I'll let the
Immediately
the
drunk.
mouse master decide that.
I'll roll
But
a
that is a
secret
7.
die about it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a 1d10 trash hook.
Good
she
God,
can
man.
wail.
Chicory
Yeah,
not messed
so
around.
you cut
Chicory will
into
not
this
hesitate.
beetle. It has 6 health protection and it has 8 strength. You cut down 1 strength, and then I will say the fermented fruit cuts down an additional 2. So this guy's at 6 strength
Perfect.
before incapacitation.
Chicory will not
cool.
hesitate.
That's going to be the beetles. We're going to start with the rhino beetle because he is an ally. He's going to do a charge attack against one of the other
Hey.
beetles underneath you.
May is not braced, by the way, so let me know. Like, she literally just says, "Oh my!" And then she had the little umbrella sticking
It's
out,
fine.
still protecting him, like, not getting what's going on.
If you've ever seen a rhino beetle, their horns are kind of hard, so I would say you're probably pretty safe to just not be braced between those 2 bits of it. Jesus Christ. Excellent. You see this rhino beetle impact with one of the other beetles outside the pen. That beetle goes sailing just like a solid maybe 6 inches away, which is a lot in mice distance. But that's going to bring us to the other bad boys here. First, we're going to resolve the pot shot on Chicory here by the bartender beetle. Chicory, you're going to take 3 damage from a pop gun.
Is that just against your HP?
So
or do
the way that
you-
it works,
I forget.
damage hits your HP first, and then once your HP is depleted, it hits your strength.
Ow. That hurt quite a bit. I don't have many HPs, believe it or not, as someone who rummages through trash on the regular.
If we have
Next-
any items for defense, does that knock a point off or what? Or makes it
yeah,
harder
do you have
to
armor?
hit?
I have
Should.
I was gonna say
I have a little
jerkin.
vest.
I got my little pin of
so
4.
armor would reduce the damage, I believe, by the number of the armor itself, if I recall correctly. Please hold. Yep. Defense is damage reduction, just flat. So if you have a shield or a jerkin of some kind, that would cut down on that. Okay. We're going to take a popcat shot at. Sorry, I'm waiting for names. At Sassafras up in the air, as the grass dust cloud has pretty much granted them the single target that they can see, aside from the beetle that just came out of the woodworks. That is going to be 3 damage again. Consistent.
Okay, I reduced that by 1 because of my little pinafore. That's 2. Icky. This is fine.
Cool. 1 beetle is out for the count. So that's 1, 2. It's 2 more beetles. Actually, I'll say that beetle is also down for the count. So 1 more beetle. Who's going to take a pot shot into the mist at danger, because that's a distraction. They are going to roll a check about it. And they are going to mega fail. So you hear a cap whiz by you in the grass cloud. But that's going to bring us back to you guys. You may act, of course, in any order that you want. I assume Horatio is continuing to the bar.
I mean,
I am just going back to the bar and I'm rummaging around for the map. So if I have to roll like a
rummage check,
like a rummage check.
You got 1 more round yet, but after that you'll be making dexterity checks to sort of get through the various containers in the bar.
Yeah, then my turn is just booking.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot that one that shot me.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so that's a crossbow. So that is a d6. I rolled a 6.
Outstanding. You cut through his HP immediately.
Not supposed to do violence on Cheesemas!
Does your sparrow get any actions?
Oh, that is a good question. I mean,
if it doesn't explicitly say, I think the sparrow gets an action, right?
Are we treating him like a hireling? Because if so, I think so.
Yeah, I think the sparrow counts as a hireling technically.
So they get an act. So my bird gets an action. Are there any beetles still up?
Oh yeah, all of them are still up technically. 2 of them are not in the fight because the rhino beetle knocked one out, and there's a net on the other one. You've got 3 potential targets.
I mean, birds eat bugs, right?
They sure do.
They're looking like a snack, so my bird's gonna I'm gonna roll to dive bomb and have a little Cheesemas snack for itself. Beetle.
Yep.
Snack. Beetleness, if you will. What do I roll for that?
You know what? I'm gonna call it a dex save.
Okay.
I'm gonna set a private difficulty, and since a sparrow is a massive animal and these are beetles, if you succeed, a beetle will just be taken off the map.
Oh god. Oh. Okay, good. Just roll
Birds
straight
eat bugs.
dex.
Getting a hug, right?
Yes.
I rolled a
A
2.
Cheesemas hug.
Carrying it to safety.
A 2 does beat the difficulty of 3, doesn't it?
Bird do eat bug.
You guys watch this sparrow dive bomb one of the beetles. I'll say the beetle that missed danger, and just absolutely give it a Cheesemas hug.
How does it look?
Just bonks it in the head so hard that it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done.
You could say our sparrow friend is
The
feeling
beetles are gonna make a morale check. The beetles are gonna fail a morale check. The bartender beetle drops the gun, hands up. We didn't know y'all had a bird.
Now thinks the rhino beetle is absolutely her new best friend and lays down and goes, You bust your antennas. I'm sorry. I don't want to get you in trouble. Do you think your friends would like to come to Cheesemas with us too?
The beetle chitters at you. Yeah. So, Horatio, you get into the bar, you find the map, no problem.
I'm like, haha. I hold up the map and then I do that, you know, that video of the video of that mouse that does that horrific scream in the dark moonlit field. That's just Horatio doing the call, the others. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll post it because you need to understand Horatio screaming into the dark to summon their fellow mice.
Thank you
All
for
right.
my life.
You guys collect the map, and with map in hand, I do think we are
Can
going
I-
to take a. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I unlatch the cage for the other rhino beetles and go, okay, you guys can decide. But if you want
They
to
just
stop
had
by and
the
say
one.
hi's for Cheesemas. Yeah, but there's the 4 others you said in the other pen.
Those are the normal cowboy beetles.
Normal.
Not in the pen. They're just the bystanders.
Just want to make sure. Okay, you go make good decisions now.
Map in hand, I think this is where we're going to take a quick little break. Go ahead and stand up, stretch your legs, get drink, snack, etc. Do anything you need to do. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes to finish off rescuing Cheesemas from Finch.
Yeah.
I will sing Pepita's praises forever. That cat brings me more joy than I could ever possibly imagine bringing me anything.
Pepita is
yes,
such a good
face.
cat. She's so
Real-
very shape.
Real actual tears. I'm welling up just thinking about it because I love her so much.
Dream celebrity meet and greet, Pepita.
Watch it be a never meet your heroes moment.
Oh,
She's just fucking awful to me. I meet her and she's like genuinely she wants me dead. That would be very sad. I would cry then too, but it would not be happy.
Welcome back to Cheesemas, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back.
Hey, Manson.
Our good
Oh,
friend Rav has a
snacks.
cat, and I love her.
We keep talking about cheese around Banson, and she keeps looking so sad, so I had to bring her up and give her treats.
Does she?
Yes,
She knows the
treat.
word cheese. Do you feed her cheese?
So she's learned to associate that every time we open the fridge, 9 times out of 10, somebody's getting some sort of cheese product out of the fridge. So she has come to be familiar with getting a cheese treat. So yeah, she recognizes the word cheese. She recognizes the sound of the fridge opening, specifically the cheese drawer. And she's
She
a
would
menace about it.
recognize the sound of the fridge opening.
As does my dog.
Yeah,
She's baby.
our
So
dogs
baby.
are the same with carrots. If anybody opens the fridge, they
Mhm.
are. And we have an 80-pound golden retriever who will just like sidle up to your hip and just like rest her whole face on you and look at you for a carrot and just wait.
At least carrots is healthy. Carrots is good for dogs,
Carrots
right?
is healthy. I don't know why they love them so much. Genuinely, I'm like
Crunch.
the crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch?
Admittedly,
Love a good crunch.
yeah.
Icarus is obsessed with French fries, which is an actual problem.
Yep,
So,
as is my dog.
so real for that.
Tater didn't eat people food. Luckily, I've left food around him accidentally before. I've tried to give him like egg, like when I'm making breakfast, I cut off a little piece for him, and he doesn't take it. I don't know what's up with him.
I have the dog that doesn't care. She's very polite. And the heart kitty I lost was an absolute orange trash gremlin that has learned to unzip backpacks, pull out plastic, and eat through it to get a bagel level of like
Theft!
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no!
We
Like
have to
a
hide even the
criminal.
big tubs of treats that are like hard plastic because this fool has figured out how to get the lids just fully off of them.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
So I did that mistake once.
he's climbed up, learned to open at cabinets, then ate his way into a ramen packet to eat the seasoning. Level of like trash gremlin, like
No.
dumpster fire of a kitty.
Just like
Yep.
me for real, for real.
Beautiful.
Pure
There's too
salt.
much salt.
Oh,
Never
and
too
again,
much.
he was always fine. He learned to screw over the dog in the process, so he knocked the olive oil over. Someone drank a quarter cup of it, and then it came back in the against the
Criminal.
wall. So
Olive
yeah,
oil
no,
bad
orange.
for dogs. Noted.
Yeah. So like,
Guys, I don't know. I think this has turned
Orange
into
Gremlin.
not very Cheesemas spirit, to be honest.
We
it's an
can't
orange
keep
ginger
saying
kitty.
cheese.
It is
in
the
front of
most
her.
of cheese.
Like,
We
It's
have
the
to keep
most-
saying
it's the most
I
cheese.
like
anti-hero.
talking about it. However,
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's
What is Cheesemas?
Cheesemas.
let's circle back.
Touch
Guys,
base on Cheesemas.
the sleepless energy. So yeah, you guys have acquired the map. The Beatles have begrudgingly allowed you out of their bar.
Forcibly removed
If
us
you
from the
if you guys
premises.
would like to take a short rest, that is a mechanic in this game, because some people were injured in the event of the great hustling.
Yeah. Can we rest with our Deuced Bunny friends?
Is the Deuced Bunny okay?
The Deuced Bunny sort of curls up next to you. Anyone who took damage can roll a d6 plus 1 HP to restore. And that I'll say that will restore to your any strength damage as well.
Bless.
back to full.
You all take a quick swig of water, and you venture forth, map in hand. The next big challenge is going to be the staircase.
Oh.
A climbing adventure, to be sure.
Now, what is the configuration of this staircase? Is it all wood? Is there a runner? Is it straight up, or is it like a slight little curve into like a little delicate kind of like triangle shaped stairs where it's more narrow on the one end and big on the other? What are we looking at?
So it is what I can best describe as, you know, those stairs that are just kind of boards that are suspended on the wall with no runner, no backing or anything. It is like that. It is fully open concept stair.
Oh no, danger stairs.
Danger
What's that
stairs.
floating staircase?
It's a floating. Yes,
staircase.
that's the term.
It violates my mouse sensibilities.
It's a little bit less appealing to try and do the mouse pyramid now.
We could do
Higher risk.
we could do mouse chain. We could do mouse stack and then tip over with intent. Grab the stair.
We all have very good core strength, right?
Yeah. Y'all haven't been skipping
Canonically?
leg day, right?
I broke my hip once falling off of the counter.
Did leg day too.
So not Horatio.
These
Not to be-
stairs are attached to a wall, though. Correct?
Not to be this guy. We do have a bird.
We let bird in
Oh, yes.
house.
Can a
Bird in
bird
house?
come in house? Or
Uh,
bird
it
It
refuse to
feels
go
like
in house?
maybe it might blow our cover too much. I don't know. But I'm
Is
just
How many rat
throwing.
fit on bird?
There's
You
no
don't
like
have to-
hole. There's no like hole in the wall. We could just climb up the inside of the wall.
Nope, there are no maps
Mm.
holes over here. This is unexplored territory to your
I dip my
colony.
tail in the ink and I put an X on the wall at the base of the stairs for later.
We gotta fix this.
We gotta have a
Um,
hole, please.
If you could get the front door open, you could get Sparrow inside, and that would be a very simple expedition of the stairs.
It's a lot
Is
of
the front door
attention.
That
Well,
is
It is a
odd.
front door.
We did.
Yeah.
We also did.
We're very good at
We
doors.
did
but
establish that if birds eat bugs, cats like burps. I don't want to put any burps in danger.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Mm.
want to. You wouldn't be able to bring
Yeah.
Sparrow like all the way into the cat lair, but up the stairs, you know, that would be.
I have
probably be
perhaps a
fine.
goopy solution if we don't want
Oh.
to
Excuse me?
endanger the bird. So I didn't want to do this earlier because I thought we had other options. I don't know if we have other options. So I have glue on my person. And these stairs is attached to wall, correct? As
Yes,
most stairs are
100%,
wont to
yeah.
be. Glue. Wall. I'm even willing to glue wall myself and then throw down a rope for the rest of the rats.
So like
Climb.
Spider-Man, but
Like I
glue-
would like to
Glue mouse.
Spider-Man the side of the wall, yes.
You're effectively attempting to cast spider climb here.
Spider rat?
I'll tell you
But
what.
can't stress enough, not magic, just glue.
Yes. I'll tell you what. If you want to give me a will save first to
Okay.
suss out how sticky this glue is going to be while it is wet.
Okay. I can certainly try.
Unfortunately, after this is all done, you will be debilitated essentially because you'll just be doing that thing where you put like glue on your hands as a
peel it
little
off.
kid and are just
Peel
like
it.
peeling it off for at
Mhm.
least I don't know 1d10 minutes. So
Distracted.
it's just a balance.
Bold of you to assume that that's not kind of just generally the vibes that Butters gives off.
Yeah, very
Butters
fair.
is always just a little sticky, and we've never questioned it.
A little damp, a little sticky. What's it to you? Can I?
A little bit
Can I
bigger
get
than the rest of us. We don't ask questions.
Don't worry about it. I am a pie rat, not a pie mouse, but we don't need to talk about that.
We don't talk about it.
Um, can I argue advantage for my ambient stickiness? I'm well versed in being sticky.
Yeah, all right.
Ambient is such a
It's
good
cheese.
word
It's
to pair with that in that
Cheesemas.
context.
Oh, I
Cheesemas.
needed that. That's a 9 under 11, y'all.
Phenomenal.
I'm just a little sticky.
Good. Now for the actual roll, I need a dex
Oh.
save to scale. Now, my
Yes.
question is, are you guys letting danger go up and then throw a rope down? Or are you guys attempting to perform this feat with them?
Who wants to get sticky with me?
I'll get sticky.
Someone drop a phrasing in chat for that one.
The worry is that what if they're too sticky to then manipulate the rope at the end? Is that a concern, or is it just like, no, it'll help them grab onto the rope better for them to help us up?
They'll be holding the rope for a bit after until such a time as the glue can be pulled off of their
Great.
Perfect.
Paws.
I'm used to literal inside wall climbing, but if you want a companion, so we have 2 anchors on the top, I can come with.
That would make it easier for your friends to climb up the open air staircase.
I will say, based upon the characteristics I've established for Horatio, I do not think Horatio should make the sticky wall climb.
That is fair.
If May would like to be bestickened, we can make that happen. We can
Stick it.
I don't know a better word. If you have a better word.
We
No,
are
'cause here's the thing.
inventing mouse words
Instikified?
today.
I don't.
There might be more real words in terms of like a Webster sense, but there's no better words.
See,
that's for
here's
sure.
the thing. The only thing that keeps coming to mind is Stickwid from the Mystery Inc. Scooby-Doo run, where they were talking about Stickwid, which is like diet water.
Oh.
Ew.
It's the whole thing, but I keep thinking the word stickwid because I feel like stickwid should be what we refer
What
to
is
glue
happening
as.
now?
Yeah, that's what's
Like
happening
the
to
glue.
us. They
It's
used the
rubber
word wrong. We're using the word correctly.
We're reclaiming Stickwood.
Cool. So both of you make me dexterity saves. I'll just give you advantage for the sussing out of the glue initially.
Awesome. And I needed that sticky advantage. That's a 3 and a 19.
Jesus Christ.
What a swing! What a swing!
Yeah, I threw an 8 and a 7, which is dead on my dex.
Excellent. Beats it. You guys,
the cursed Andy die did a good job.
It is what I will say a sensory nightmare, but a resounding success.
Oh no.
Why? To each their own.
Oh, no.
You get used to
it.
You guys throw the rope down. No saves required by your teammates. The rope is precedence has been set. The rope is blanket success. You guys have made your way up the stairs. You are now met with a long and cozy hallway. There is a vine growing on the ceiling with fairy lights intertwined up here. And then there is a very old, very nice, not that Mies can appreciate it, but maybe they can. A very nice old Persian rug that runs the hallway.
I think now is the time to consult our hard-won map.
You consult the map. There are 6 rooms up here, and the Beatles have indeed marked the cat's den. It would be the master bedroom down on the far left.
If we look down, is that also another closed door for which we must contend?
All the doors are closed.
God damn it. Oh, Butters, make sure you mark a hole up here so we have the entrance and the exit hole for Mouse Tunnel.
Excellent thinking. Another dip in the ink of the tail and finding a good place to X the wall. It's just like a gluey handprint next to it.
Now, you
Stay there like
approach. You approach an interesting dilemma here, where in the kitchen you had a vantage point with which to utilize your weight as momentum into turning the door handle. You don't have that here necessarily.
Is
How?
there a gap
Yeah.
under the door? Between
What's
the door and the floor?
What's our gap situation?
I'm just gonna roll
Nice
a
skin
roll check here.
squeeze.
It's
Over
it's
under
an,
on a gap.
It's an indoor. Yeah, no, absolutely. There's a little gap under the door.
Okay. And
Now,
Smallest of the Mises.
if there's a concern, how long would it take for us to maybe, we don't have time to chew a whole like regular mouse hole in the wall, but how long if we just needed to make like a little bit more space in the bottom of a wooden door? How much chewing time would that take?
in the door?
Just if the gap is too small for, say, our pirate Butters to come through with us, if we were to just make the curve a little bigger.
I would say the concern for you guys would not be whether or not Butters can fit, but whether or not the plate of cheese will fit.
Oh, crap.
Oh, the cheese.
Yeah, 'cause I'm also, if I recall correctly, still soapy. I could just slip right in there.
That's true.
You
You
would
will
slip and
just
slide right through
Aside
there.
from the
What?
hands. The hands are sticky.
How are you slippery and sticky all at once? Incredible.
It's
Part
a-
of my charm.
Mice
true
contain
sense.
multitudes.
Lies contain multitudes. It's
I
the
contain
Cheesemas
many goops at
spirit.
any given time. Thank you.
so many different sensations if you were to touch Butters.
I'm sort of a sensory experience.
Also, I like how we've just swapped Butters' like, now that the danger is no longer needed. We've just all collectively gone back to Butters.
There's a time and a place.
Multitudes.
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 It's but one of my goops.
So, logistically,
Mm-hmm.
I will just tell you, DM to player, it'll probably be easier to open the door from the other side because there are dressers and nightstands and things that you can climb on. Getting under the door, not a problem for you guys. The Dust Bunny will easily follow you as well. Has been following you, for the record. I just want to be clear.
I love this. I
That's
love
why
it.
people travel.
Okay, so,
So, yeah.
the tricky part will just be opening the door on the other side.
And also, Finch.
Or vent. Because that way, then we don't let Finch
Vent.
out. And we
Or
can
window?
put a vent. Isn't window
Well, windows
just
might have screens. We'd
Do
have to
birdie
see
cheese?
them.
a lot of down?
Can we trust the bird?
If we
Depends on
if-
size of cheese. Could be too heavy for a sparrow.
Understood.
It was a whole plate. It was a whole plate of cheese, correct?
Yep, a plate of cheese that the humans leave out for you guys.
I mean, I could squeeze my head under and scope out where Finch is. Just to get a quick peek.
Do we even know if Finch is celebrating Cheesemas? Maybe he just didn't understand. We have to
Well,
explain the word.
Well, that's a later issue. First, we gotta make sure the cheese is here.
We can
Yeah.
preach to him the good word of
He can paw
Cheesemas.
He can paw the latch on the door and then just help us carry it, right? Because then once he understands Cheesemas, won't he want to play along?
You're assuming Finch will be.
Amicable
Chill.
to the festivities.
No one asked.
Well, we haven't seen Finch.
Right.
Finch has been upstairs.
Right.
But in the past, Finch has always been a little testy.
It's because we didn't invite him to Cheesemas.
He was kind of busy trying to eat us.
Who do you think pushed me off of that counter?
Here's what cat is good for.
Just the image of a little cat paw batting like cats do.
Finch totally was just like, "What are you?"
What is this?
And meanwhile, it changed my life forever.
Finch changing the course
So
of
Horatio's
history.
not going in first. Got it. Yeah.
We've all
They
seen
have
things. Okay?
history. You peep under the door, Sassafras. It's a very standard master bedroom. Big king size bed, 2 nightstands. In the far corner, on the other side of the rightmost nightstand, is a cat tree, where you see it has the base, the main layer with the cubby where a cat would sleep if a cat were desiring to do so, and then the 2 big posts of the beds that sit on top. On one of those is a plate of the most wide array of cheeses that you have seen yet. And on the other taller one is a cat that very deeply resembles my favorite cat, Pepita, sitting atop the cat tree.
Just awake.
No, he's just like curled up.
Just kind of slowly pop head back out. Cheese is on the lower part of the cat tower. Finch is on the top part of the cat tower, possibly sleeping, possibly just spacing out in the sun. Kind of couldn't see his face, so couldn't tell, but the cheese is there.
Does it look nibbled upon?
No.
No, it is pristine. So, if we go in, we should secure the exit first, right? Because the cheese is not going to fit under the door. So we should, like...
want to accidentally wake up Finch?
Well, that's the problem. At some point, he's probably going to wake up. So do we want to have the fast exit ready to hopefully escape with the cheese? Or do we want to escape without the cheese? I mean, we could take the cheese to the door first and then open the door.
Is there a vent?
Was there a vent?
Yeah, there's a
Bookshelf?
little a floor register at the
There was a
at
little
at the
vent.
far side of the dresser.
So we could like
Was it the
put
kind
the
that
cheese
just
down
you can
the
pop
vent?
out, or does it like screw? You have to unscrew it.
It looked like it was just like a flush register, no screws visible.
Yes, there is a vent, no screws, so we could slide the cheese down the vent and go escape that way with the cheese.
We can leave a little piece for Finch and take the rest because he just got to share.
Sure.
I think if we secure the vent or unsecure the vent first, stealthy, quietly, and then sort of just are we continuing the stealth operation towards cheese, or is that just sort of grab and go? If we wake the cat, we wake the cat. What's our approach?
I think I heard.
Could we feasibly carry all of the cheese? Like, how many trips would it take us small Mises to carry back all of the cheese? Like, is it just like, no, there's so much that like it would be like a long process.
This is cheese for the entire colony.
That's a lot
Right.
of cheese.
It is more cheese than I think the 5 of you would conceptually be able to carry on your own. You could get out with a lot of cheese, but it's not going to be as much cheese.
But it's the 5 of us, Deuced Bunny, and the beetle.
I thought the beetle stayed outside.
Oh, did the beetle stay outside?
I mean,
Okay.
if he wants.
Well, the beetle wouldn't have been able to climb the stairs.
Oh, that's true. So we'd have
Beetle
to
feet
all
isn't
lift
sticky?
the plate to the vent to secure all the cheese, right?
Unless, well, we could stab it through with a string and make a little string of cheese.
A string cheese. Butters writes this down.
We make like a Christmas garland, but instead of popcorn, it's cheese, and then we just run.
The cheese would fit under the door that way. I will say that.
Okay.
I don't think I have string on my person.
I do. I have
Okay,
a spool
fuck.
of bread.
Okay.
And with your little cocktail knife, I bet you if I tie it on the end and we use it as a poker.
I mean, I have wooden spikes to stab the twine into the cheese to secure the cheese.
Spool of thread.
Do we have...
It's a tenuous operation,
thread.
however.
Well, I mean,
So that'll still take
heavy
time.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's gonna have to keep an / be prepared to distract good old Finch. And Horatio's gonna look at Chicory and be like, "You want to climb the cat tower?"
Cannot hurt the cat. We could only negotiate with the
Yeah.
cat.
I'm not gonna hurt Finch. I'm just saying if we go up there, we can distract Finch if Finch wakes up while you three string the cheese.
I like this.
We're still shooting for the door. Or do we want to use the vent? Sorry.
We don't know where
Well,
the
if we
vent
string
goes.
the cheese, it would fit under the door.
Okay. Door first. Vent as backup.
Yeah.
Vent is
Vent
backup.
is,
Yes.
yeah,
Plan
vent
B.
is emergency.
Plan B, get the plate, dump it into the vent.
Okay.
Profit.
Sounds like a plan has been put in place. I would like everyone to make me a dexterity save as your stealth check to enter without alerting Finch the cat, who looks like Pepita.
Oh, thank God. Yay.
Please
Success.
raise your hand if you succeed.
There's no criticals in this game, right?
No.
You gave me a freebie on mine.
Including, there's no critical failures in this
Did
game.
you roll a
right?
20?
Am I the only one that...
No, sorry, Steph. This was a raised hand.
Oh, thank God. I was like, surely it's not just me.
No, sorry. This was a raised hand, and then I had a itch.
Okay. So we had 3 successes?
There are no crits outside of
Middle.
combat, it looks like.
Aw.
So 3 successes.
3 successes is a majority. You guys managed to slink in. The bedroom smells vaguely of honeysuckle. You see there is a small, on one of the nightstands, a small oil thingies. I'm blanking on the name at the moment.
Diffuser?
A diffuser, yes. And all of you see, as described, the glorious plate of cheese, one of the most diverse arrays of cheese that the humans have ever provided you.
A board of it, perhaps?
A board, a smorgasbord, almost. You guys slink your way through the bedroom, all sneaky-like. And you find yourselves at the base of a very intimidating climb. Getting up the cat tower to the cheese, and then 2 of you getting all the way up the cat tower to Finch, just in case something goes wrong.
So who was going up to Finch? It was Chicory and Horatio. Okay.
Cool.
Our cheese duty. Most sacred duty. Okay. We got this. Do cheese.
String cheese.
Yeah, so we'll start climb. Is it like the carpeted cat tower? So it's got lots of tufts for grabbies?
Yep.
Yes.
It's got lots of grabbies. Climbing this is almost certainly a non-issue. Getting on with the cheese might be a bit difficult, but
Start stabbing.
I will need still a stealth roll from the 3 cheese people, and then the other 2, you will be on deck for if or when.
That's
fails.
Dex, right?
Oh!
Yep.
Hey.
Yay.
3 successes. Chicory and Horatio, you climb up. You sort of sit on the edge of the cat bed, watching over. Finch is sleeping rather soundly. The 3 of you get up to the platter of cheese, Gouda, pepper jack, brie, the whole shebang. I cannot stress how wide this is. Whoever is threading the cheese, I would like a strength save from you.
Is my
And then-
weakest.
Finch is going to make a roll as well.
I'll thread it, sure.
Okay.
May is distracted and just humming. Oh, cheese must try. Oh,
I did not
cheese
thread
must
it.
try."
I could stab the spikes into it, though.
There is a tink on the plate as the threading fails the first time. Chicory and Horatio, you notice Finch's nose twitch a little bit.
Horatio's gonna look at Chicory real quick, and then look back at Finch, and then I'm gonna try to imitate the sound that the people make at Finch when Finch is sleeping, and just go, "Oh, so cute."
Go ahead and make me a will save.
just.
Okay.
Oh, so cute.
We were so close to the Danes. That's an 8 under 9.
Ooh. So it's not like a great impression, but it's like maybe good enough.
Sleep
Enough
and
rest.
chat.
Breathing does.
It's not
Finch's
blatantly
breathing
mouse-like.
does resume. You do see that one of his ears is still sort of
Chicory
turned
looks
out.
at Horatio and is just like,
We're just doing mouse charades at each other. We're just like,
Okay, so if two of us work together to thread the cheese, can we like do
advantage?
Like
Yep.
Okay. So who's the next? I only have a 9 for strength, so like I am not
I have
that
an
good at
8.
That's still better than me, bestie.
All right.
is this a real
Let's
bad
do
time
it!
to mention? Is this a real bad time to mention Horatio's strength is 12?
That's
Oh my
first
God!
time. We should have switched.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I have more faith in you guys.
I'm just looking at
Holy
like
Cheesemas.
it's like I can speak cat, so like I was curious about this, but what? I'm going like, should we switch?
Horatio looks down at May. And what is she saying?
There, you here.
You want me to come down?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm now on Team Cat.
Yeah, I will swap places.
Swap the weaklings because I'm not.
Especially since Chicory had a problem with my human imitation.
it was just a
appreciate
little
art.
uncanny valley is all.
Since I've done Chicory a discomfort, I will go down to thread cheese.
Go ahead and
Faux
make me
pas,
the
if
strength
you will.
save at advantage.
Since I will assume you get that advantage.
All right, so that either one would have passed because one of them was a 12 and we said meets beats, and then the other one is a 1.
Ooh.
I'm just going to make one last roll before you guys begin your cheese descent.
It was on the one was on the brie, just right on through.
Yeah, the brie was nothing.
Okay. You guys are going to need to make me a stealth save on the way down. That is your dex. It's a group stealth save with the cheese garland. I'm looking for a majority success here.
Holy shit!
It's a 1!
Me too. That's what I swore.
Bless the cheese.
Sounds
Please
like a
raise your
little
hand if you
slippery.
succeeded.
Cursed Andy die for the win.
Are all 5 of us rolling or just the cheese?
All 5 of
the
you.
cheese crew.
Because we have to get away from
Because
the cat.
you're all going to need to help each other to get down.
Oh, thank God.
Just waiting on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, because I got a 15 on that one.
Same.
Hey.
Hey.
Incredible. Finch has not rolled below a 13 this entire time.
See.
May wants to make sure we left a little tiny piece up there for Finch, just so you know. And a little
Yeah,
bit.
what kind of cheese do you leave behind?
I don't know. What kind do you think cats like?
Colby?
I don't know, like a Swiss, like a
Swiss.
deli slice of Swiss cheese kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then just borrowing the ink. It's really written. It's written in cat. Mary Cheesemas.
Aww.
Yes.
Smiley
You
face.
guys get down the tower successfully. You pull the cheese garland through the under door.
Just a
you
long
return to the stairs.
Cheese.
Just truly dragging this cheese across the ground, like fully just.
We like wrap it around. Like
Seasoning.
Like,
It adds a certain umami.
I was gonna say, yeah. Once we get down the stairs, can we like do that thing where we each put a piece on our shoulders, like that one scene at the beginning of the animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas, where they're carrying the baubles to go decorate the big tree, and they're like the different height who's, but it's just us different height mice with our cheese garland over our shoulder.
Yes, absolutely. You guys return to the stairs. I will assume you left your little rope anchor there and finagle your way down and loop your way back through the living room. Do you stop
I
to
do
leave cheese?
for the beetle. Yeah, I owe him. I said I would, and it's Cheesemas. They just don't understand. They haven't understood
What kind
Cheesemas
of
and how good it is yet.
what kind of cheese do you leave the beetles?
We should leave them some pepper jack.
Yeah, they probably would like the spice.
Yeah. I was gonna go something like really stinky, you
I was
know, and
thinking
like
brie, but
they're
the
beetles,
pepper
they
jack
might be
would
into
like
that,
it.
but
Yeah.
they have the Western motif.
Yeah.
I think that's the vibe.
I think they need some
for sure.
pepper jack. And then can we also leave some brie for the dust bunnies? Some nice soft
The
brie
Deuce Bunnies.
for the deuce
Yes,
bunnies.
absolutely. You guys leave some brie for the
Poorhouse.
deuced bunnies.
That's such a nice, like, just imagining it as like a little montage, you know, of like just the camera, just like
Dispersing the cheeses.
settling on, again, not even us giving it, but just like there's just a little bit of cheese that's left over in all the places that we've been, and like everyone's coming out to look at it.
You guys make your way back through the kitchen. The wet has mostly cleared up now, and you guys return to the mouse hole of your colony to thunderous applause. The full cheese garland is a sight that brings tears to the eyes of all of the poor Mises who woke up with no Cheesemas.
Cheesemas for all.
Cheesemas for all.
Blessed.
The elder thanks you and allows you guys to take your picks of the cheese garland before.
Since it's Cheesemas, I assume we have the mouse equivalent of Tiny Tim. I would like to give my piece to the mouse to Tiny
fully.
Tim. just, like, just,
And a Merry Cheesemas to you too. I told you we'd do it.
he's got like it's like as big as his head.
Oh,
You see him sort of hobble back over to his family, shows them the big cheese, and they're like, "Yeah, very good." The elder thanks you all profusely and pulls out from his own personal cheese stash in exchange for marking the mouse holes the stinkiest, most mouse-watering cheese you have ever seen, and he splits it into little pieces and he gives you all just a little bit of that beautiful, beautiful cheese.
sacred cheese.
After Cheesemas, Finch is a lot less aggressive to you guys. He's gone from a tenuous relationship to mostly ignoring you when you are about, as you shared that last bit of that little bit of Swiss cheese with him. He has decided that you are not all bad, and maybe the humans do know what they're talking about a little bit. The outlaw beetles have calmed down for the most part. The saloon has turned into a place of revelry for creatures of all over. And
Have they properly understood what a rodeo is now?
they have beetle rodeo and they have rodeo now.
Beetle rodeo is on Saturdays.
Yeah.
The authentic version and the modern version.
Yeah.
But you guys save Cheesemas. The spirit flows through the home. The humans are so happy to see you guys enjoying the cheese.
In fact, they saved the flooded sink. Good job, you guys. They did not come home to a holiday disaster.
That's true.
Correct. They did just leave the
Silly
sink on by
peoples.
accident.
Putting water in the sink.
That's true.
The great
That actually
slipping
may
in.
have been the most
I
The
feel
most
like-
heroic thing that you've done.
I feel like in like the comedy way, it's like we're really overlooking the concerning reason as to why that happened. We're like, wait a minute.
They forgot. They're a young couple. They forgot.
Oh, good. Make young over older and whoopsie-daisies.
Thank you all so much for joining us for Twas the Night Before Cheesemas, a game I've been obsessing over for the last year. I am so happy we got to run it. I love the genre concept of mice doing people things in a human world. Very good to me. Mwah.
Very good.
Chef's kiss. I'd like to, of course, thank my wonderful players who brought the cheeses back to the Mises and spread Cheesemas spirit even so long after Haz-Mas has come to a technical conclusion. But I would like to give all my players a chance to go around and reintroduce themselves and plug anything they would like to plug. We will go ahead and start, of course, with Julia.
Hello. Hi, I'm Julia. I'm HexWat on all social media platforms. You can find me there doing various amounts of things. I'm going to be back here again tomorrow for Academy H. I will be playing Lyra Kroll. That'll be in the afternoon. Lyra's going to be, doing what Lyra's always doing, which is going through it. Every other Wednesday for the time being, I'm here with Rangers Rampant as Helen Matthews, our Yellow Griffin Ranger. Every other Thursday, here for Never Ember's Enigma as Lavinia Hale. Remember, ACAB does include Lavinia Hale. And then usually in our every other Saturday cartoon morning spot, I'm here with Class Reunion as Kelly Violet, who is just a rogue cleric hybrid. She's a little less soulless and dead now, which is great for her. And she's trying to do a little coup about it. But everything currently that I do here at LFTA. I live here, I die here. Thank you, friends, for Cheesemas.
Thank you so much, Julia, for playing this game. That is going to bring us over to Kit.
Hey, I am Kit. You can find me most places on the internet at Kit Roll. Not usually being a mouse in character, but kind of just being a little rat guy in general. Specifically in games coming up, you can catch me every other Wednesday over on High Shelf Collective, where we will be playing another delightful game run by the same delightful GM. What? We're playing Beacons, in a little post-apocalyptic ish situation. I'm a little AI guy who got out of the computer and is doing shenanigans about it. It's a great game. Come check it out every other Wednesday. And if you don't want to see my face but still want to hear my voice for some reason, if you like magical girls, if you like queer stories, if you like prying hope from the jaws of defeat and crying a little bit about it, you can catch Bloom and Blight. It is our Girl by Moonlight actual play podcast. You can find it wherever you get your podcast at. If it's not a place and it should be a place, tell me, I will put it there. That is a threat and a promise. For episodes, announcements, clips, things like that, you can find us on all of the socials, basically spelled out. And for cast and character information, transcripts of all of our episodes, things like that, go to bloomandblight.com. You can also find a link to our shiny little Discord server there. The community is awesome. We are going absolutely bonkers over season 2, which just released with the new year. So now is a good time to catch up. We release new episodes every other Thursday. That's all I got for now. But peep the socials, and I will be dropping things as I am legally allowed to.
Thank you so much, Kit, and thank you again for saving Cheesemas also. That is going to bring us over to Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I've been Sassafras Buckthorn. She had a great time. Got the cheese, got the bird. You can find me over at LFTA with JD's psychological horror game Redacted. We can fit so many ghosts, and we are back with the computer. You can find me soon when we restart season 4 of A Season of Secrets and Shadows. So many relationships starting, ending, continuing. Find out how we're going through it. And when I'm not here, you can also catch me over on Entropy Emporium. I just harm. So it'll be fine when we TV land. Don't worry.
Thank you so much, Steph, for saving Cheesemas and for plugging all that stuff. We're going to bring us down to Kaitlin.
Hello again, I'm Kaitlin. I was May, Tredee, Penny, and just so thankful to be able to play with you guys. I appreciate it. I am purely guest star. I do not appear very many places. But personal plug out there, check out the BBB list for charities that are doing a lot of work at the LA wildfires right now. My actual charity I work for is currently deploying out there. We're making sure we get the animals out of the area, make more room for shelters. But if you can, spread crime, spread. If you can't donate, donate. But there's a bunch of both human and animal centrics out there. These wildfires have been tough. So again, if you have the opportunity, please do. BBB is a great source to start you on who's doing reliable work and making sure everybody's taken care of through it.
Thank you so much, Kaitlin. Thank you for playing, and thank you for saving Cheesemas. That is going to bring us last but not least to Nathan.
Hello, I have been, am, and will continue to be Nathan. Thank you all, lovely people here, for playing. This is a grand time. Thank you for watching. All that good stuff. You can mostly find me on the internet at Lurs Blurbs on all the various social platforms. I do most of my actual playing over the Reckless Attack podcast. We're a weekly podcast. Actually, we just changed our schedule. We're just a couple now. We are 3 times a month. It's a whole thing, and where we do a lot of actual play content. We're up to 100 and some episodes now. We also do regular tabletop role playing game interviews, including some people from from Live with the Apocalypse, and just all kinds of good stuff. So again, thank y'all for being here. You can find us also there on all the social medias and recklessattack.com, and we also have a Discord and all that good stuff. But mostly, happy Cheesemas, everybody.
Happy Cheesemas. Thank you so much, Nathan, for playing, and thank you for saving Cheesemas. As always, I'm your wonderful guest GM here. I am a player and a GM many other places. You can find me all over the internet at WeebG. You can also find me all over the internet at Entropy Emporium. I have a channel. It's a year old as of last Sunday, which is very exciting. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. But for now, you can check me out tonight on Entropy Emporium for the finale of Blooming in the Rot, our Invisible Sun actual play. It is coming to a head, I am afraid. As Kit mentioned, you can find me next Wednesday and every other Wednesday from then on, running the Beacons of Farlight, a post-apocalyptic Warforged-inspired gross punk planet called Forsaken. It is a Doomed Yuri show. It has always been a Doomed Yuri show, and they're going to be even more Doomed Yuri now that things are coming to a head as we are in our final arc. But there will be more to come after that, so do stay tuned for when that comes about. I think that is all I'm going to talk about right now. You can find me in SSS, whatever secret things happen to come about, but that is me.
And I will reappear to take us out for today. Thank you all for playing in this game. Thank you all for watching. And thank you, JT, for running Cheesemas, because this was absolutely delightful and adorable. And so, just a few final things before we wrap up. There are some links to our socials. Come find us on some of those places. Ignore the one that is Twitter and instead go to Brighter Skies at Blue Sky. And maybe also do not follow Instagram or things like that. But those are places you can find us. You can also join our Discord, where lots of feral behavior happens and a lot of discussions happen about games. So if you have ever enjoyed watching one of our games and you would love to chime into the chat and ask questions of the cast and about characters, please do so. And I think with that, what we are going to do is, of course, wish you a happy Cheesemas, and then go raid our friends over at Tales from the Table Studios, because they are causing some tremendous emotional damage and we should go support them. So just going to give you that emotional whiplash from this adorable game to that heartbreaking game. And that is how we are going to do this Saturday. And so, cast, I'm going to ask all of you to say Merry Cheesemas.
Merry
Merry
Cheesemas!
Merry
Cheesemas!
Cheesemas.
The merriest of cheeses. The cheesiest of masses.